Hi friends, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and we are back with the weekly 15-minute craft challenge. So if you're new, welcome. This is the video where I just see what I can make with some things that I have on hand, scraps, papers, things like that, things I can reach on my desk in 15 minutes. And it's just hopefully a fun reminder to all of us that you can be creative, you can create something beautiful, and you don't have to set aside a huge amount of time. Sometimes we only have a few minutes, and I think it's just a nice reminder that it's okay to have small blocks of time and have fun. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Okay, so today I grabbed, these are some handmade paper that I gotten again at at that RVA scrap store. They just had a little packet of it, and it has an interesting smell. That's just a piece of scrapwood paper. Anyway, squares. And then that got me thinking, I have a bunch of 8x8 paper pads. So I pulled some of those out, and then I just grabbed a pile of scraps that hopefully, have some ephemera and things in there, so we can decorate with whatever we choose to make with these squares. So let me get this situated. I think I'm going to set this off to the side a little bit and then pick from it, and we will get started. So, okay, let me get the timer going. Got to get organized. I don't want to use my precious moments getting organized. Okay, here we go. 15 minutes. All right. The first thing that comes to mind is a really easy fold pocket that we've probably all seen, but I still think it'll be fun, and it might be new to somebody. I'm just going to find a piece that's sort of out of the already, out of the pad, and then we might make a smaller one with one of those squares. So, okay. And I'm going to do it, I think, a little bit differently. People post these all the time because they are fun, and you can make them with scrapbook paper, you can make them with digitals, you can make them with book page, and I love it. So first we're going to fold it like that, corner to corner, and then I'm going to fold up right to that score line. Okay, I know it's hard to see, but right there. And I've been making these for a long time, so I love them. And then I'm going to chop this off. Again, I know this is going to be hard for you guys to see, but I'm just going to chop this one off. And some of these you don't do this part, but this is going to give us another little tuck spot, which is fun. Again, there's lots of different ways to fold pockets. Okay, so now we're going to use this in a minute. Now, this is where I like mine to look even, and sometimes it's hard, but I am just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to fold this side over, and now I'm kind of looking up here at my peak, and that looks pretty good. Don't worry, we'll trim those off, so don't worry if they hang over. Okay, and then fold that one over. And then all you have to do is grab your scissors and do a little trim, because then we're just going to tuck it in, right? Just like that. Now, I do want to ink mine a little bit before I do anything else, but I'm not even going to glue it together. You've got this little pocket, and then you have these tuck spots. Mine's a little wonky. It's okay. But now we have this lovely piece that we can just carefully trim a portion off like that, and it should, look at that, nestle right in there. Okay, so let's get our ink out to make this stand out just a little bit. So it is fun to have two-sided paper for these because you get the different patterns, but I will say, if you want to do it with a single-sided, you'd only have white in a particular section, and then we're going to stuff it with things. So it might be a way to use up, decide which way I want to do this. We can go this way, or we can go this way. Use up, some single-sided paper. If you have 8x8s, again, I think I need to go this way just because of how I've already creased it. This is pretty thick. This is Pink Monarch Print sometimes does drops of their paper, of some of their products that aren't just the digital stuff. And this is some of their paper, and it's beautiful. Okay, so this one we could just glue down as decoration, but I'm going to glue it down as a little tuck corner pocket too. So I'm just going to put glue on the two sides like that. There we go. All right. And then we can put things in there, and we'll do that here in just a second. But I kind of want to make one, maybe, I don't know what. Ooh, let's use these polka dots. All right, and this is one that is neutral on that side. I guess that's just thick. This is a 5x5 square. Let's just make a little teeny weeny one because we can, right? Why not? So again, we're just going to cut off this tip or triangle at the, just go ahead and add the ink right there. At the score line. I'm gonna make this one maybe a little wider if I can. And this handmade paper is a little bit thick, but again, I think it's okay. This one I don't even need to trim off. Now, if you're worried about it coming loose, or you want to be careful that things don't slide out from the bottom, you can glue the bottom, because see, right now it's open, but you have this pocket here, and this pocket back here. So if you know you're going to want to put something to the front of this pocket, you will want to glue it together. On this little one, I'm definitely going to do that because I just think it needs to be held together a little bit. Cuteness. Now, I don't know that I want to, well, maybe I will. All right, let me just cut that corner. Yeah, we'll do it. We might have something teeny weeny we want to put in there. And I think I glued this. I did before I inked it, so I'll just come back with a touch of ink. How cute are these? All right. Kind of tend to, on these 15 minutes, go to things that I do a lot of, just because then I can just play. Oops, I put the glue on the wrong side. Let me wipe it off. Wiping it off. I will put something on the front of here to decorate it. We'll find something little bitty. But I decided I did want the contrast, even though it's a neutral paper. There we go. And that worked out okay. Now my fingers are sticky, you guys. Okay. So we have two. We're doing great. So I always have a string. It just seems like. So I have, okay, here's some fun mushrooms, butterflies, birds. Here are some cards. I had a kit. I've got to remember. I think this might have been my Porch Prince. I'm not sure. But that's pretty. And it was a faith kit, so it's got some scriptures and things like that. So we'll use, since they're already cut out and they're beautiful, I want to make this one go back in there. Yeah, so it doesn't fly out. I need some things that are a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, this is a good one. And again, we could make fancy ephemera to put in these, but I just wanted to give you guys the idea of how great this looks once you get a few things in here. This is a little bit, here, let's do one a little bit taller. And I'm thinking I may bring this one forward. I kind of wanted to see that pocket. So maybe it's that I need something a touch smaller, right? Maybe what we'll do is, I think I'm gonna actually just cut out this. We'll save the scraps. I'm sure I'll do something with them because, you know, my scrap pile isn't crazy and obnoxious. I have this one bin that I tend to pull from, and when it just gets way too full, I start paring it down. All right, I'm gonna glue this on here like this. So I haven't glued my little tuck spot closed yet. And these are too big. Oh, this one's pretty. Gives us a different shape. I'll just put it right there. Actually, I'll just tuck it back here. Okay, I do want, we'll do that one that way. I do want to put a little bit of a ribbon or something on these just to brighten it up a touch. So let's find, we'll do, I'm throwing my scissors. We'll do a little yellow one and maybe, this has a little bit of blue and green in it. Again, just to give us a little touch of color. And because we are on a time, I think this is long enough. I can get 2 little pieces out of it. Because we're on a time crunch, I think I'm just going to staple these on. I wanted to open it up a little though. I may have gotten it a little short, but there we go. And then I will put this one on here. It's a pretty cross. Okay. And then for this little, I want something else. You know, I've got these 2 back here. And I'm thinking, do I have something tiny? I don't think that's too big. We'll put it on here. And this will be just a fun prayer pocket or something to give to someone or to put in my own journal. Just lovely. I'll save that and let's grab, I have this piece that has some of these pretty blue flowers. It's a little bit thick. Okay. So I have a different style of ribbon on this one. So I'm spending most of my 15 minutes today futzing around with ribbon, aren't I? Okay, let's do something super cute with this one. I think, not that that one's not super cute, but let's put a bird in here. Definitely needs a little ink. Let's put a little bird having peeking out. Now I could do a quick, I think, fussy cut of this butterfly. I love playing with my scraps and getting to use some of them up. I should do a whole day where all I do is play with my scraps and then see how many things that I ended up with. I'd probably not get that much done simply because I would be having so much fun looking at the scraps and making decisions about projects and remembering things that I made with the scraps. It's kind of silly, but I like to do that. I'm not putting a lot of glue on here. I don't want to glue that tiny tuck spot closed, but I do want the butterfly not to fly away. We don't want to lose our butterfly. Now, what if I trim this one skinny? Make it a skinny mini. Because I'm thinking this cute darling mushroom can go right there. And let's see what else we have. Just trying to find some things that maybe are in a similar, I don't know, there's some blue in the bird and blue in this butterfly. Maybe I will put the butterfly back here and then put this little birdie tucked like that. I don't know. I liked the bird back here. I like seeing some of the polka dots. I think it's just fun to see that. Maybe one this shape. I'm gonna kind of cut it a little bit smaller too. Have a second butterfly, let's see. And that way you can see the variety of pockets. Whoops. You can see the variety of pockets, hopefully, but still get to enjoy some of the polka dots. I've got a minute. I think it could use something else. I'm going to cut this cute little flower here where I can still use the scripture part of the card later, but it was too big. All right, and then I get a little bit of pink. And let's do, I don't know, what color? Maybe this peachy color? Get at least one little ribbon going on here. We'll put him right there on the side. Okay. Cuteness. Oh my gosh, 25 seconds to go. I don't know. What else do we need, right? Maybe this one could have a butterfly too. Let's see how quick Pam can cut a butterfly out and not make it look goofy. Okay. And a touch of ink, 2 seconds. I couldn't let the time go, you know? There. We will put this butterfly right here carefully as my watch buzzes. Okay, we're done. We're done. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Now they both have a butterfly. Okay. I hope you guys like this super simple stuffed pocket. And I made 2 of them using just square paper. You can do it any size. Use your book page, use your scrapbook paper, have fun. All right. I hope you guys liked this and that you'll make one. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know. And if you play along, don't forget to use that hashtag weekly15. That's the hashtag for this challenge. Okay, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.